In the hymn of the exaltation of the cross, we have the line, O Lord, save thy people and bless thine inheritance, grant victories to Orthodox Christians over their adversaries. Who are our adversaries? What does that word mean? Huh? Demonic powers, yes. Yeah, we are not adversaries. We ourselves are not adversaries to any person. That's important to preach and to teach and to live. Christians should not be adversaries to anybody. But Christians do have adversaries, because what that means is somebody who opposes you, who means you ill, who hates you, wants to see you be destroyed. And through no fault of our own, but through the prompting of the ultimate adversary, the devil, who out of envy does not like mankind. And so we call him the adversary. The cross defeats that adversary and is meant to bring us, it's called also in the hymns, the weapon of peace. In the hymn tonight, Moses once prefigured thee, stretching his hands out toward heaven and prevailing mightily over the tyrant Amalek, a most precious cross, boast of all faithful men, staff and strength of athletes, etc., etc. Amalek wanted to destroy the people of God. He didn't want them to escape the desert. He wanted to destroy them so that they would not live. And so God granted Moses the sign, you will hold out your arms, and when your arms are up in the form of the cross, you will be victorious. But if your arms fall down, you will start to fail. And that's what happened. So it's a sign of the coming of the cross, that through the arms, Christ stretching out his arms on the cross, he defeats the ultimate tyrant, the devil. He's the true spiritual Amalek, the true spiritual. And Amalek actually is a meaning for a king. Malak is that root there. And so Amalek is not even necessarily a name, it's more like a title. The tyrant. And the cross, by defeating death, by defeating the adversary, we hear this. Hence, seeing thee exalted now, all creation keepeth a festival filled with joy and gladness, and glorifying Christ God, who through thee in his extreme goodness joined again what was set at enmity. You hear me use that word sometimes in church. I say, do not approach the holy chalice if you have enmity in your heart. What does that mean? What does that word mean, enmity? Do you know? To have an enemy, right? To think of yourself as the enemy to somebody, to hate somebody, to wish them ill, to want to see bad things happen to them. That's enmity, to make yourself an enemy. An enemy is somebody who hates you and who wants you to suffer. We, as I said, are not adversaries to anyone. We are not enemies to anyone. We make ourselves that when we hate others. But if we do that, we put to naught the power of the cross. We scandalize the Lord Jesus Christ, who died to set that enmity at rest. He came into a world filled with hate. People were so angry at everybody else. Everybody hated everybody. And he came to preach them peace. He came to preach them to forgive, to love even those who hated them, even those who treated them poorly, even those who didn't deserve it. Most important. Through the cross, he showed us what that looks like. He loved us even when we most, or least, I should say, least deserved it. Most deserved his enmity and his wrath. And instead we received mercy and forgiveness through the blood of God. What an incredible turn of events. So brothers and sisters, as we go and we finish this wonderful feast of the exaltation of the cross, let us glorify Christ our God and to make ourselves trophies of that victory, agents of peace. Christ is among us.